Hello, and welcome to the second episode of the Renegade Arcade. This is Keona, and with me are Tony and Josh. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys.
Hello.
And today we are here to discuss everything in the world of video games. Specifically, we're going to be talking about some remakes and some games that we have played over the past maybe couple months now. Doom Eternal is one that I definitely want to go over. I know we've talked about it before, but I do want to just kind of take a look at it. Of course, we have Resident Evil 3, which was recently remade by Capcom, came out in early April, and I had a lot of fun with it. I don't know about you guys. And then we also want to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is the biggest release of the year, I believe, so far, or one of the biggest releases anyway. Probably behind Call of Duty, one would think. And yeah, so you guys have any thoughts to open up the program?
No, not at the moment. Ready to get into some conversation. So,
All right.
I don't know, whatever happens,
All right.
happens.
And then, Josh, I know you want to talk about Hideo Kojima. You want to talk about Death Stranding a little bit, some Metal Gear stuff.
Oh boy. I'll say this: with all this, I've been really far behind on some game releases. The last one I played was Doom Eternal, and I haven't finished it yet because when I play a game, or when I get my hands on a new game, I want to be able to play it all the way through. And
Sure.
I got Doom Eternal right as I was doing Death Stranding, so I got a little bit into Doom, but I put it to the wayside to deliver some packages. And
As Norman Reedus, of course.
As Norman Reedus, of course, and it's a bad kind of one-track mind because I even tried other games here and there. Like I tried replaying The Last of Us, and I even got into another Kojima game, which was Metal Gear Solid 5, but I still had to go back to Death Stranding because I can't not finish it. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like it'll nag at me, and playing Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid 5 was a very interesting, in a sense, I guess, a double feature. Because it was like playing two halves of the man's creations. One where I argue he had the most creative control stripped from him. And one where he was just allowed to go complete bonkers.
Yeah.
And there's something weird about what he's able to pull off, because oddly enough, Metal Gear is probably the most the most exciting one of the two, Metal Gear Solid 5. But as I played through it a lot more, I didn't have as good of a time. This is weird. I didn't have as much fun as I did delivering packages.
Interesting.
Is that weird? Did you guys ever play Metal Gear Solid 5?
Tony, have you played that?
I do not. I'm not a Metal Gear fan. I know it's like sacrilege to some people. I tried playing like a little bit of 2 back in the day on the PS2, and I actually tried to play some of Metal Gear Solid 5 when it came on Game Pass, and I couldn't get through the intro. Those games don't start for me.
Metal Gear Solid 2 was the worst one to start out on. I am so sorry.
Yeah, that was like back when it first came out. I understand. Those games, it's more the gameplay. It's not for me. Not for me.
Yeah.
I can get that. It takes a while to get used to how those games control. And especially, it's not like any other game, I think, like Just Cause or even most third-person games. Like, it was hard for me to play Metal Gear after finishing up Uncharted 4. So it's just like I got to get used to this and all this and that. The way Snake moves, the way you reload, the first-person stuff. But it's so weird because Metal Gear 5 is really exciting because there's a lot of possibilities to go about all the missions. You see it all the time on YouTube where it's like people talk about how intuitive the gameplay is. Like, you can, if there's a convoy coming by, you can either blow it up or you can just shoot them out, or you can wait until they get out and sneak up and just take them out and lift them up in the air. You can have your horse just take a dump on the road and the car will go off the rails and you could just take them out from there. But oddly enough, the more freedom it gave me, like in that sense, it didn't keep me grounded in the game.
Yeah, because the MGS series is more of like a stealth-oriented series. I would believe.
Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid 3 has somewhat a similar line of gameplay freedom where you can kind of get past a situation with almost anything, and that's on the PlayStation 2. But
Mm-hmm.
it's more still linear, and on top of that, it still keeps you grounded in the story. And I think that's the big thing. Shocker. This story is too weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird in a sense where it doesn't feel like it's firing on all cylinders. It's basically, hey, you were in a coma, you're back, now get your shit together. And it just throws you into these missions, and you got to go through all these things in order to get a grasp at the story, and I can't get into it.
And now you sound like Jack Bauer from 24.
Which I hear there's a narrative reason behind it, and I did look forward in some YouTube videos because I just couldn't finish, and it's kind of clever how they do it, but it's still they don't do anything with him.
Yeah.
Like when he speaks, it's like, oh wow, there he is, and then he just shuts up for the rest of the game, and it's like, come on, man, you're Jack Bauer, talk some more.
Strange.
And then that brings me to Death Stranding, where Death Stranding, as nonsensical as everything is, and as much of an open world as it is, I really surprisingly love the story. And oddly enough, although the gameplay is very open-ended, you can choose where to go and everything, at its core, it's very simple, and it's oddly addicting. Like going to these different sites and picking up packages and everything. And when the Kojima-isms come in, you can tell it's just him flexing his brain, just like, all right, you guys haven't seen anything yet. You remember the flaming whale in Metal Gear Solid 5? Well, here's World War II. It just, that was one thing. I moved forward in the story, and after they said, hey, go outside, there's like a weird storm, I go outside and there's a giant hurricane coming at me with whales and crabs coming in. I get swept up, and the next thing you know, this all takes place in the future, by the way, and the next thing you know, I'm in World War II trenches fighting Mads Mikkelsen, covered in barbed wire like a spider web, and he looks like a Todd McFarlane villain.
Yeah, that game. I have no words really.
It's not for
Death Stranding.
It's not for everyone.
It's interesting.
It's not for everyone, but I don't even know if I'm that far in it yet. I'm at chapter 5 or episode 5, as he calls it. Kojima's weird. He titles everything like a Tarantino movie, but
yeah,
he as much as I know it's not for everybody, and I still get made fun of by my father-in-law for going to UPS simulator. That's his words. I can't explain it. There's something really nice about having a game like this that exists in this game climate. It's just, it's
if nothing else, it's quirky, and also it has all those Kojima-isms, like you said, and there is an actual story to it. Like, it's nonsensical, but it's there.
It's nonsensical. It's there, but it's also very, I argue it's probably very optimistic.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't felt this good, like this positive, while playing a game since Mario Galaxy. Both of them. I know, in a game where you have Leia Seydoux saying things like, I'm fragile, but not that fragile. Because their character's name is Fragile.
The dialogue, man. And of course you have a character named Die Hardman.
who will not shut up.
That is the best, man.
His,
I gotta tell you, in a world of Call of Duties and like unending sports games and like you need something like Death Stranding. You need a Hideo Kojima.
it's a AAA art house game,
Yeah,
and I love the fact that we have it, and I hope to God we get more games from him and Sony. There's a lot of rumors, but I don't like to speculate on the rumors because you never know if they're even true. But I hope to God
yeah,
they're not steered away by Death Stranding sales numbers, because for a while it was hard to get my hands on. Like everywhere I went in a town like El Paso, where I'm pretty sure most people don't even know who Hideo Kojima is, it was sold out for weeks.
hmm.
It's weird. He's a man that I'm so frustrated with. This game is so frustrating, but at the same time, it's so amazing. And I don't know. I'm happy that I'm experiencing this. I'm still a little ways through, and if I manage to finish it at some point, I'll give like my final thoughts on the overall thing, because I can only speculate from this point on, like how the rest of the game plays out. But
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've only played like the opening maybe 2 or 3 missions, and that's it. But what I played was actually surprisingly good. Like I had low expectations for that game. I really thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be so boring, and I thought it was just going to be nonsense, Hideo Kojima stuff. Just Kojimaism after Kojimaism thrown in my face. But it turns out to be very interesting. And graphically, it's really nice. I mean, it pushes the console, and I just I think it's definitely worth the playthrough.
I think I'm gonna. I mean, it looks interesting, and like I've heard basically what Josh was saying, that it's interesting. Um, it doesn't seem like it would be as good as it is and stuff, but I've heard that
Yeah,
from a lot of people. So I mean, I'm thinking I might give it a shot, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna pay $60 for it. I'll wait for it to go on sale.
Wait for the sale. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's already on a huge sale right now for anybody listening that wants to get it.
Oh yeah, it's on the spring sale, I think, right?
Yeah, for
On PSN.
$30 is still too much for me. Like, because I thought about it. It is on the spring sale. It was $29.99, and I thought about it,
That's not bad.
but I'm like, for something that I don't know if I'm gonna like, I'm not gonna buy it digital. And it's like kind of impossible to go to GameStop and buy a used one. And I'm not the
yeah.
kind of person that's patient enough to wait on a game to come in the mail. So
Mhm.
I'll wait till it's like $15 or maybe even $20. I could do $20. $30 is just too much for something that I
Yeah.
have no idea if I'm getting even remotely like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
That's fair.
If there's one thing I will say, if anybody's going off of this game, like just looking at gameplay on YouTube, it's one thing watching it, and it's another thing playing it.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't
Yeah,
seen a single thing, like, purposely, because like it didn't really interest me at first. Like the trailers from E3 and stuff were all interesting and cool, but it was like the more I heard about it, the less I got interested. But now that it's come out and people have played it and got their hands on it and are saying such good things about it, it makes me want to try it. So, but I haven't seen any gameplay, nothing aside from what we've seen at like E3 and stuff. So I have no idea. I have no idea what it even looks like.
Hmm.
everybody,
Well, tell
everybody out there, go into it with an open mind. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, yeah. It's a good way of looking at it. So, Tony, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot since we're all locked down, and
Yeah.
coincidentally, both consoles have had big spring sales. I've bought a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
So last time we talked, we were hyped for Doom Eternal. I did get Doom Eternal. I played that. I haven't beat it yet. It kind of fell to the wayside while all these other games that I bought in my ever growing backlog.
What are your thoughts on Doom Eternal before you go on?
So I'm not. I don't even think I'm maybe just about the halfway point through the game.
Okay. Okay.
I that game is way better than it has any right to be. Like Doom 2016 was an amazing game. And, we talked last time, so I won't about it. So I won't into it too much. But that was a great
Yeah.
game. Doom Eternal, like, is Doom 2016 on steroids, which is like Doom 2016 is like original Doom on steroids. So it's like it's an endless cycle of steroids at this point. It's worse than the NFL. So it's man, I love the platforming. I love how there's a certain level of verticality to it, like with the platforming and the swinging on the monkey bars and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. It adds a whole new ways to to look for secrets and hidden stuff, because you're not just looking to see if it's behind this corner. It could be up above you somewhere that you can get to, and you have to figure out how you're going to get up there. And it just takes me back to like the old games where you're actually searching for secrets and stuff. And that's I like that a lot. It is even I'm playing on I think Hurt Me Plenty. It's hurting me plenty. It's difficult, but it never feels unfair for me. Like it's difficult. I know that if I died, I fucked up. Like it's on me. So it never feels unfair, and it's the gunplay is just so clean and perfect. And
you didn't get to the Marauder yet.
I got to the first encounter with the Marauder, and actually, and you can even go on my Twitter feed if you scroll back that far. I'm like, basically said like, so why was everybody bitching about the Marauder?
I hate the Marauder.
I killed him first. I killed him first try. It was
what?
It's not difficult.
How did you do that? How did you do it?
Evade. Shot him with the super shotgun.
17 times.
I kept evading and shooting him with the super shotgun. That was it. That was
okay.
it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a way. Like, I think towards the end of the game, I kind of got it. But like the first time I played, I hate the Marauder. I hate it so much.
See,
and maybe it's just because I'm bad at the game or something. But I don't know. To me, I had problems with the game. I did.
I know you did. We talked about it a little bit. But...
Yeah. But anyway. It's okay. It's not like I hate the game or anything. I hate the Marauder, but I don't hate the game.
Yeah.
I sound like one of those people, like Dr. Laura or something. Hate the sin, but not the sinner. But yeah, it's like no. The Marauder was maybe a bridge too far for me. Like I didn't like him, but I will say that the rest of the game I do like. And did you guys hear about like the controversy surrounding the soundtrack of the game?
I did.
What happened?
So apparently they've released a soundtrack, and a lot of it is not mixed by Mick Gordon, who's the composer. So a lot of his music actually doesn't sound as good as it does, or as good as it should.
Really?
And somebody analyzed it on Twitter and was like, "Oh, we kind of expected more from Mick Gordon," and he responded and said that he did not mix most of the soundtrack album, and that the tracks that he did mix sound a lot better.
And he even said that it's very unlikely that he'll work with Bethesda again after that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Which is a big loss for them.
That soundtrack is incredible. That soundtrack is incredible. Like that's one of my favorite parts of the game, and it was great on on Doom 2016. But I think the soundtrack is even better. And I haven't listened to the actual, the soundtrack or anything like that. Like,
I haven't either.
Pulled it up to hear it, but if I like, as somebody that makes music myself, and I do, engineering and mixing and stuff, having the wrong mix on something can completely destroy your vision and can completely screw you up. So I totally get where he's coming from and why he's so upset.
Me too.
That's why I don't let anybody touch my stuff. I mix all my own stuff. So
he probably didn't even have a choice. They were probably just like,
And even if it's just messed up. It's messed up because that's somebody's art. They put a lot of time into it. Even if it was just a job or whatever, still that's somebody's art. And so not only have you pissed him off, but you've got the fans pissed off too because they wanted to hear the great soundtrack that they heard in the game.
Yeah, that is I can only speak from experience with film. In the past, I've worked with a production company, and I found out the importance of sound mixing because one of the films that they released was mixed so quietly. You need to turn everything up to the highest setting, and you need to be wearing earphones in order to hear remotely a faint bit of dialogue. But that is absolutely what is up with Bethesda. It's like it's like they hate making money at
They're
this
going
point.
to
They're turning
shit
into the new
house, man.
Konami.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Something
How
is
could
up with them, dude.
you have you have
breaks my
Fallout
heart.
76, you have the new Wolfenstein game, and then you have this, which by all intents and purposes is a really good game. But the soundtrack is one of the most memorable things about it. When you meddle with that, and you got the man that I argue elevated the game so much higher than I'll say this. I think a large part of like both Doom's games' memorability is how great the soundtrack is. And when you dip your hand in the cookie jar of that greatness, and you make a mess everywhere.
Bethesda's, and they're messing up, man. And it sucks to say because they used to be one of my favorite studios, and they're doing something not good because they're really letting a lot of people down.
Everyone excited for Elder Scrolls 5 or Elder Scrolls 6?
I am like I have a Skyrim
I'm scared.
tattoo, and like I'm scared about this next one, man, because ugh.
Yeah,
I am anxious to see what they do with what is it, Starfield. I'm ready to see something about that.
yeah, me too.
Hopefully,
But that's
it'll
besides
be
the
good,
point.
but
You have a sure thing like the Doom Eternal soundtrack, and you mess that up. I don't know.
Yeah. But aside from Doom Eternal, I've played. I went back to a little bit of Red Dead Online. Fun game, but they need to fix it. Very, 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 very glitchy, like infuriatingly glitchy, but very addictive. And I've been playing. Oh, I did start the Resident Evil 3 remake. I have not completed that yet. I'm playing currently. My main focus is on Final Fantasy VII remake, and I bought a few other things that I haven't touched yet, like that's just gonna sit there for now. I just wanted to grab them while they were on sale. But yeah, so that's been mostly what I've been playing.
Nice. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah. Well, so if anybody wants to read like my detailed thoughts about Doom Eternal, that's on the website. That's on renegadepopculture.com. It's like the third article on there, or fourth article by now. But yeah, I had a few things that kind of detracted from me from the experience. And I don't know if that's on me or on the game. That's probably more on me because I had very high expectations and really wanted perfection. And I think that for me, it wasn't quite there. But that's not to say that it's a bad game or anything like that. Like I think it's a really good game. It's a very solid game, and it's a Game of the Year contender as far as I'm concerned. And graphically speaking, that game is on a level that's like, I don't think anybody else has outdone it except for maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake.
It is a pretty game.
Yeah,
which is
Doom Eternal.
That hell.
Yeah, I know. It's like ridiculously just gorgeous. Like the way the backdrops are in that game, and just the character models, and like the demons that you fight. The enemies that you fight are so well modeled.
I'm specifically thinking of the mission where you were before the Mars thing. I don't want to try not to say anything spoilery, but like when Mars is the backdrop that you're looking at.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And just that whole like that slice of gameplay that they were showing off at E3, like when you get into that mission.
Yeah.
That is such a cool mission.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, the first time that I saw Sentinel Prime, I was just like, what even is this? And what is it doing in my Doom game? I mean, it was so different from what I was expecting. So that was cool. So yeah, I mean, overall, I would definitely say that I like Doom Eternal a lot. But I just had a couple of issues with it, and I still think Doom 2016 is probably like the game that I love of the two.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Did you play any of the multiplayer?
For Eternal,
Yeah.
I have not.
It's
No,
I tried it because you know how they have those like little challenges each week or whatever.
it seems interesting. Like it's kind of asymmetrical.
Yeah, it is. I tried it out because those challenges they have weekly or whatever was like play a game of
Oh yeah. That's right.
whatever. So
That's
I tried it. It is asymmetrical. So it's like one person's the Doom Slayer, and then I think there's 3 or 4 demons. It's a good idea. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool. It's better on paper than it is like playing. It definitely could use some tweaks, but I do think that they're on the right track with it. Um, it was. I mean, I had some fun, but I mean, I didn't love it. I played it that one day, like 3 rounds. I think I had to do for the challenge, and I haven't gone back to it. But they're on the right track with it. I think.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see them innovate and try different things.
Yeah,
That's definitely a unique mode for like Eternal compared to, compared to like Doom 2016's multiplayer, which was just
I remember
team deathmatch.
I remember getting
or just like
I remember getting the beta for Doom 2016, and I played
yeah,
one match and never played it again. I didn't even touch it on
yeah,
I didn't even touch it on the full game because I hated
yeah,
the beta.
yeah. It seems like multiplayer is not really where Doom's strength is anyway.
No, unless you're,
But anyway, okay, we've talked a lot about Doom.
yeah. Let's move on.
Let's talk about Resident Evil 3.
Ooh.
So, I know Josh. I know that you played the demo.
Yes, I wasn't expecting it to be as short as it was.
Yeah, it was short.
Yeah,
But did you explore like everything?
Yeah, I explored as much as I could everywhere because I really didn't know how long the demo was going to be. I was going off of the same length as the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo, where it would take a good while. And
Yeah.
it got me used to the controls. Fun fact, this is actually only the second game in the Resident Evil series I've ever played, and technically speaking, if you're counting the demo as a game, it's the first one I ever played all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
I played like 4 minutes of Resident Evil 4 at one point, but this was
so you never played the Resident Evil 2 remake?
No, I haven't, but this demo really made me want to play that.
It's been on sale a lot lately, so it'll probably be on sale again for like $20. Definitely grab it. It is very good.
Well worth it.
Very good.
There's a good sense of dread in this. Like I had never experienced it. The closest thing I did was with The Last of Us, but there's something about really like I'm used to most zombie games or most games of this ilk where hey, you shoot him in the head, bam, you move on. And I was not expecting it to take like 3 or 4 shots to the head to take out one zombie, and I died more times than I care to admit, which was the fact that I died in general.
Now I just want to watch a Twitch stream of Josh playing Resident Evil 2 remake. Like if you just got that much, if you got that feeling just out of a demo, oh man, you're in for it.
The most I could
which I kind of did too out of the RE3 demo.
Yeah,
for
sure. It's oh man, the demo was really.
That's cool. Another. Yeah, it's another game where it's like graphically speaking, it's so gorgeous, and I don't know why.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what they're doing, man. But like, it seems like developers have finally gotten this console generation down
right at the end,
just in time.
And the RE2 remake, I mean, was amazing too.
That was impressive. I mean, that was super impressive.
So you've beat it. You've beaten it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't. I got it launch night, and I played it that night, and then I played the next day. I got to the point where you take over playing as Carlos.
Oh yeah.
So what's up with his hair?
His hair is goofy looking. Like it's extra poofy.
Poof.
Like
it's a poof hair.
It's oh my god! Don't get me
started. When I get out of the shower. Hair.
Exactly. Like it's almost like his hair is like hovering a half inch above his head.
He's like cousin. I don't watch. He's like if you mix Cousin Id with Pedro Pascal.
So that's one thing that video games have never been able to get right. It's just hair. And
Do you like his original hair more though? I mean, his original like douchebag hair.
I mean,
At least I can see his face.
I mean, kind of.
You can see his face at least. Let me see Carlos' Resident Evil 3 hair. What?
I thought it was kind of funny actually, so I kind of liked it because I thought it was so out of place.
Yeah,
I'm just glad I'm not the only one.
No, it was definitely weird. I remember playing the demo and just going like, "Whoa, dude, is that your real hair?" I mean, like, man.
Okay, good.
I watched like a couple of streamers play it on Twitch and just play through it, and one of them was Markiplier.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh my god, it's my hair!" And he smushed his hair and made it all poofy. It was so funny.
Yeah, that's where I got, and I quit playing. Not because I don't like it or anything. It's just
so got Final Fantasy VII to play, man.
So much stuff. Yeah. Final Fantasy VII has taken the #1 spot, but we'll get to that here in a bit.
We'll get to that.
But I am really liking Resident Evil 3. I played the original, but I think I only beat it like once. It's probably my least played Resident Evil game.
Some people are very down on it. Like I've seen a lot of people
not the most
talk
popular.
about it.
It's not the most popular.
And they're like, oh, it's a cynical cash grab, or it should have been DLC for RE2, or it should have been like, I don't know. I didn't get that. To me, it's very short. It's a short game.
I don't think it should have been $60.
Maybe not.
I think $39.99 or $49.99 even would have been a good price point for it.
Yeah. I could see that.
And like I said, I haven't finished it yet, but that's like the constant thing I'm hearing is that it's too short. And I mean, I remember the original was short too, but you would think with the remake, they'd try to pad it a little bit more.
And also certain things about like the Nemesis himself, like the fact that he's more scripted in this one.
Yeah.
So it's more of like a scripted encounter and less of like he could jump out at any time.
Right.
So, maybe they were a little bit rushed because they did release this 1 year after, Resident Evil 2.
I'm surprised they got it out that quick.
But it looks really good. And I mean, go ahead, Josh.
I think going back to the first episode of Renegade Arcade, even I mentioned how I was kind of...
Yeah, you did.
I was kind of curious, like, how it would go because it was so fast. Like,
yeah.
It's very... Yeah, it does feel scripted with Nemesis from what I did play. Like, it took me for a loop because 1 second I'm just thinking, all right, I gotta go get some bolt cutters. Oh my god, there he is.
Yeah, and see, it's not a spoiler or anything, but that is not how that plays out in the actual game.
Yeah.
So now you'll go to play the game and you'll think, okay, I know not to do this because the Nemesis is here.
I totally thought that. Nope. I totally thought that when I played it through. Yeah.
I was completely avoiding that door for as long as I could.
Me too. I was like, where's the friggin' bolt cutters?
Yeah, so then they screw it. Then when you play the real game, they completely...
Yeah, they mess with your mind a little.
Yeah. But which I get why they did it in the demo because they wanted to introduce the mechanic of Nemesis, which is smart. But I need to get back to it. That's probably what I finish up at right after Final Fantasy, and then after that I'll probably finish Doom Eternal. But I'm really looking forward to finishing it. I've loved what I've played so far. If you haven't, it's less of a focus on like puzzles like RE2 was. It's definitely more action oriented. But I believe that, there are still some puzzles, but not as much. And I believe, if I remember correctly, that's how it was in the original too, because I've only played it like once or twice, the original, and that was like 20 years ago. So, oh my God, I feel old saying that.
It took me a while to get used to the quote unquote puzzle, or at least like getting used to like, all right, you need this in order to do this, because I don't know why, but when it came to stuff like that with the fire hydrant and with the shotgun and the bolt cutters, I just thought I could shoot the lock off, or I could just shoot shoot the fire hydrant or use gunpowder and put it on the lock and then shoot the gunpowder. And I was just like, what do I do?
Yeah. Fortunately, knowing Resident Evil, being a fan, you know that, logic doesn't come into play in these games. You got to do what they want you to do.
True.
Because even in the remake, I definitely did. I tried to shoot that lock off the shotgun case too. So don't feel bad on that one.
Thank God. How do you guys feel that apparently Capcom is planning on going full steam ahead with a remake of RE4?
I think that's the wrong game to do a remake on. 4.
I think they should do Code Veronica.
That's what I was thinking. I think 4 is kind of, I'm doing air quotes right now, recent enough to not really need a full-on remake. Because it's still, I've played it recently, and it still plays pretty well. I mean, it's obviously a little dated, but it still plays all right. And that's like one of the most popular Resident Evil titles. If I'm speaking of just what I'd want to see, I definitely want to see something like Code Veronica instead, or even the first Resident Evil get the RE2 and RE3 remake treatment.
That would be cool, actually. I think I would. Yeah, I would actually like that. I would actually like that a lot.
Yeah, because like I remember playing, the original PlayStation one, and then seeing the upgrade to the GameCube version. Like that was great, but you still had those tank controls and stuff. I would love to replay the Resident Evil 1 story with the controls like in the RE2 and 3 remakes. Like that would be awesome to me. And Code Veronica would be great too. Just because
imagine how like atmospheric that game would be.
Oh yeah.
The first game.
Oh yeah. I mean, it would be great. And yeah, Code Veronica would be one because it's not a super popular game. So like I know some really diehard Resident Evil fans that have only played it like once, or some have not even played it at all. It was a more slept on game. I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to do that just to get it back into people's minds.
I think with like Resident Evil 4, what they should do is maybe just do like a remaster of it.
Yeah, don't even change it up. Just
maybe just upgrade the graphics.
Clean it up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
all
be
you
cool
gotta
with
do.
that. And then, sell it to me for, I don't know, probably
cheaper. Not $60.
No. Give it to me for like,
they would release it for $60 though.
They would, of
Jeez,
course
in this
they
day
would.
and age. Yeah. I think that one of the things that Resident Evil 3 did for me, that this remake really did for me, was really it turned me into a fan of Jill's. Like I love Jill as a character now.
Yeah. I like Jill.
Yeah. The master of unlocking.
I liked what I got to see of her. Like she was a nice character.
She is.
Which one?
Jill is hot, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I see. Yeah.
I take back the comparison that I had in the last episode where I compared her to Daisy Ridley. She for me had that confidence that I feel more in a Lara Croft kind of character. She felt more Lara Croft than the actual Lara Croft in the new Tomb Raider games.
Yeah, and so I know exactly what you mean. Like I know exactly what you mean.
And, okay, I get you.
And it's cool. It's cool to see that, having played Resident Evil 1 back in the day, because you get to see how she got to be that way. Like she's already been through some shit by the time Resident Evil 3 rolls around. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 2 happened like at the same time. I believe. I can't. I'm not 100% on that, and if not, then really close. So she's seen some things since Resident Evil 1, so that's why she's a little more. I like you were saying. I totally get what you're saying. I can't find the words right now, but
yeah. Well, I like the way that they handled Lara Croft in the first Tomb Raider reboot, and then with Rise of the Tomb Raider, I don't know. I felt like I still want to go back and replay that game.
That is something I want
to go back to.
That's something I want to get into, like at the end of this podcast. Just something I want to bring.
Because you really didn't like it. You didn't like Rise of the Tomb Raider.
That goes into something that I posted in the group a while back, but like I said, I'll talk about it like at the end because I have a lot to say.
I loved that game. I thought Shadow of the Tomb Raider sucked.
I have not played that. I have not played that.
I didn't even. That's another one that I started and never finished.
Ooh,
It did not.
that's not
It
good.
did not draw me in. I loved the first one. I loved Rise, and Shadow was just a big letdown for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think just the biggest turn off for me with Rise was just playing it so soon after Uncharted 4.
Oh well, you can't judge a game based on another game like that.
I know, but it's like coming in straight from one right into the other. Like I didn't even get a day to breathe, just like bam, straight into it. And I don't know. I read the difference in a comment on a video comparing the two, and one guy said that it's somewhat comparing apples and oranges because Rise of the Tomb Raider, they compared it like this. It's down to personal preference whether or not you want to play as someone who is prepared for every situation or prepared for any situation where you're basically playing as Rambo, and the other is where you basically you pull a Mr. Miracle and you have to like the other is whether or not you want to play as a person who can get out of any situation. The Rise being the Rambo and Uncharted 4 being the kind of Mr. Miracle kind of thing where it's like, oh, I just lucked out. But I'm able to luck out.
I never played Uncharted 4.
There were clear differences between the two of them, and it mostly stemmed from this thing that my father-in-law was trying to beat into me because he was like, you know, Rise of the Tomb Raider is so much better. It looks better, it plays better, it's amazing. And he kept talking it up while we were playing Uncharted 4, and when we finally got to play it, I think from a story perspective, Rise of the Tomb Raider kind of failed, at least in hooking me with Lara Croft as a character.
You played the first one, right?
I have not. This was my first introduction.
Oh my goodness!
Well, that's probably
I
why.
really wanted to play the original one.
Yeah, you gotta play the reboot. The reboot.
Yeah.
The reboot is that's how you get attached to her. You know,
That was 2012, right?
Something like that. Jeez.
2012, 2013?
Yeah, something like that.
That came out.
And
Yeah.
that game was
That game was amazing,
phenomenal.
honestly. Like I think that game is way up
I
there.
really want to play it because I swear to God, that first game looks like it is right up my alley.
It's super cheap now, man.
I'm sure you could get it for like very, very, very cheap. It's worth it. It is worth every penny.
Yeah, it's totally
it
worth
was
it.
worth every penny when I spent $60 on it for the 360.
Same here.
It was worth it when I bought it again on the Xbox One for the remastered edition.
Same here.
Yep. Very good game. That's why, and I loved it. That was my game of the year that year. The year Rise came out, that was my game of the year that year. And then Shadow came out, and it broke my freaking heart.
What makes Shadow so different from them?
Different developer, I think.
No, it was the same developer. It was Crystal Dynamics still.
Wasn't it Eidos Montreal? I thought it was them that took over.
I'm pretty sure it was still Crystal Dynamics. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I mean, it was.
Well, what did it get?
They didn't. To me, it was the problem with Rise was that they didn't. They stopped. They first off, it felt like they made Lara a terrible person at points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't played it, but like something happens in the beginning, and there's just things that happen, and they're her fault. And
it got shockingly good reviews. I thought it was going to get far worse.
I wasn't a fan, and they tried to go for more of an open world approach with it. like similar to how Rise got in there and did a little bit of open world. Shadow kind of took that and ran with it and like tried to make it a little bit bigger, but not like completely open world. But like I don't know the right word for it, but I'm sure somebody out there will know what I'm talking about. But
like kind of like a sandbox kind of thing.
no, like the main thing that I can compare it to is like each level is like a hub world, and there's stuff you do inside that level or whatever. And the other games were like that, but there was just something about Shadow. They tried to make it a little bit bigger, and it just didn't click with me. And it felt like there was stuff they were doing was wrong. I mean, not wrong, but it didn't appeal to me. They were doing too much in some ways and not doing enough in other ways. And just the story in general. They, like I said, they made Laura kind of out to be a kind of shitty. And the story, and on the same note, the story wasn't what made what made Rise and the first one such good stories is because they were very character driven on Laura, and Shadow lost some of that somehow. Like the story didn't seem to be much as personal in that one. Like I said, I didn't finish it, so maybe it gets better as you go. But it for the time I was playing, like it was still a fun game. It was still the same, Tomb Raider gameplay. The game didn't suck or anything. The story is what I didn't like.
Yeah. It's a Halo 5 situation.
I liked Halo 5.
One day, Keona, you're gonna have to go on. You're gonna have to make an article, like pontificating your Halo 5 hate, because.
Oh, I can tell you right now what the problem with Halo 5 was that I had with it.
He's like, how much time
right now? Yeah. No, I mean, it's like, okay, here's the issue that I had. So going into it, I bought an Xbox One just to play Halo 5. Because going into it, they had all of this really cool, like, okay, I got suckered in by marketing, okay?
Podcasts and shit,
also,
right?
Yeah, I loved Halo 4. I really did. Like, I was fully into it. Like, what 343 was doing, I actually really liked.
I did too.
I liked the narrative in Halo 4. I thought the ending was really poignant and really cool and interesting. And they sort of took off on that in the marketing for Halo 5 because it was like, okay, Cortana's dead. And now there's this chance that, like, Chief might hear her voice or something and he might go AWOL and go after her.
Yeah.
And they released all those podcasts, all those audio dramas about how the Chief was like breaking all the laws and he was like, looking for Cortana and he had gone AWOL. It was very mysterious.
Those were awesome, man.
Those were amazing, dude. They got me so hyped. And I went out and bought an Xbox One for that. Yeah, they had some really good like voice acting, veterans of voice acting in that.
The main dude was Keegan-Michael Key.
Yes.
What?
I know.
Yeah.
The cast on that was amazing.
It was so good. Like, I completely forgot all about that until you just brought it up.
It was called Hunt the Truth.
Yes.
And I was just imagining, like, okay, and then they had those live action ads of like Master Chief looking for Locke, and then they had Locke chasing down the Chief, and they were like ready to just shoot each other and stuff like that. I mean, it was so cool.
My dude Luke Cage, Mike Coulter.
Yes.
You know what I found weird?
It was so cool, man.
You know what I found weird? That side note, that he did not voice Locke.
No, it was a different voice.
That's so weird.
He was the face of Locke.
He was the face of Locke. He even played Locke in the the show Nightfall, Halo Nightfall. Like, What was the purpose of not having him voice?
You have the perfect man for the job, and you just throw him to the wayside.
I guess
they only wanted him for his body.
Found another voice that they liked. Yeah, exactly. It was weird.
But go on.
So weird. And he even sounds kind of like the guy that they used.
Yeah.
I mean, like, his voice would have matched. It would have been fine.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Anyway. So like, they did Hunt the Truth. They did those ads, the live action ads. And I was fully into that whole narrative of like, oh my God, this opens up so many possibilities. Like, are we going to play as the Chief hunting down, like trying to chase Cortana? And like, is Locke going to be chasing us? Or are we going to play like two perspectives of like of like Locke kind of like running down after the Chief, chasing him down, and eventually get into a fight with the Chief? Are we gonna like play that perspective and then switch perspectives and play like blue team and how they're fighting against Locke and his team? Like it just opened up so many possibilities for me, and then it ended up just being this really, really by the numbers story. Um, and like there were weird stages where you just didn't do anything; you just went around talking to people.
I thought that was okay. It was like it was something different they were trying for Halo. It was like another hub world situation where you could just get more information about what's going on. I'm pretty sure a couple of spots
Yeah,
there were maybe like collectibles or something.
yeah, that was about
I
it.
thought it was cool. It was all right. They were trying something new. It didn't that part didn't really work for me either. But I respect them
Yeah,
for trying
it
something
was
different.
weird. I just thought it was weird.
Yeah,
And I thought that the whole like the way that they made Cortana look, the way that they where the story went,
it was
so
weird. It was
strange.
weird. It was a very weird game story wise.
Yeah,
I don't
I don't understand. I don't know where they. And then the fact that you had that guy who was being set up as like the big bad guy,
didact.
not yeah, the didact, Jul Imdama. Like, what happened to that guy? Like, he just gets killed in a cinematic. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I need to. I think I'm gonna go back and try to beat that story again before Infinite comes out because I only beat it once and I don't remember it that much.
Yeah,
I remember,
I went back recently to play it and beat through and get through it, but the gameplay itself was good.
yeah, oh yeah, you're never gonna have bad
Um,
gameplay with Halo.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I enjoyed that aspect of it, but
Yeah, I hear you. I'm gonna go back through it before Infinite just to get it fresh in my mind. I don't remember hating
and
it.
Infinite just looks like it's not even going to follow up on anything.
I don't know.
Is
I don't know.
it?
We've heard there's been like nothing of the story.
I think that they've said that it will. I think they've said that Cortana's fracturing and sort of like becoming Lord of the Universe or whatever she is now.
I have no idea.
Um,
I haven't heard a
is
peep of anything story related.
Yeah, I don't know. Except for that one beat that we have, that story beat that we have with him waking up in the Pelican.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just like that game was so disappointing to me.
It seemed like it was to a lot of people. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
The only thing I disliked about it was them taking the split screen out of multiplayer. Like that's the
Yeah.
dumbest thing anybody could have ever done concerning Halo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I ultimately I think I didn't hate it, but it was a completely forgettable game because
Yeah.
the story came out and I beat the story and everything, and I played some of the multiplayer, but then I ended up just going right back to Master Chief Collection and playing that multiplayer.
Mhm. And then they just released Halo Reach, and Halo Reach is so much better.
Oh, Halo Reach is the shit. I love Halo.
Everything about Halo Reach to me is like it's my favorite Halo game. I know a lot of people say like Halo 2 or ODST is their favorite. I personally like Reach the best.
Halo 4 is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I'm like in the small minority of people that actually enjoy that game.
Yeah, I enjoyed that game too.
Yeah, we're like
two
two of like 10 people on the planet that like Halo, that love Halo 4. Like,
I like the story in that game.
I
I thought it
loved
was
it.
very personal. It was interesting.
I
mean,
loved it. I loved how it switched into a more personal story about Chief.
Yeah,
It was a great game. It was a great game, and I
I
think
like the introduction of the Infinity.
yeah, I think that's why it was. I think that's what ultimately made Halo 5 not as good, because it was coming off of something that I personally thought it was an amazing story. Like a lot of people don't like it, so obviously not everybody's going to share that sentiment. But I liked it, and I think that's what happened with Halo 5 is that it just didn't capitalize on how good the story of Halo
Yeah.
4 was for me.
Yeah.
I like the idea. I just don't. The idea of the
Yeah,
story. I
I
like
mean,
the idea of
like
switching
that.
back and forth because with as playing as Locke and his team against Osiris.
Oh yeah,
It was cool. It was a good idea.
that I didn't mind.
I mean, they did in Halo 2. You played as Arbiter. Um,
Yeah,
it just the execution was off. It was an alright game, but it should have been better.
I loved hearing Nathan Fillion as Buck again. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. And
Like, I
he's a
mean,
Spartan now.
if they want to have Buck in more of the games, I say bring him on because yeah, totally. I mean, they should have Locke in the other games too. I think that they should continue his character, even though I know everybody hates him. But you know, the fact is that he's part of the Halo continuity. He's part of the canon, so they should have him in there.
Yeah. Did you ever play any of the? You ever play Halo Wars?
Yes.
So there was if I remember correctly, the end of Halo Wars 2 kind of tied in with the ending of Halo 5.
I think so. Yeah.
Like where Halo.
I don't know if I got that far in Halo Wars 2. I beat Halo Wars 1.
Yeah, that was further back.
That was
I believe Halo Wars 2, the ending of Halo Wars 2, ties in directly with Halo 5 because one of the what are those? The Guardians show up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even if you haven't beat it, like go YouTube like the ending of it or something.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like that idea. I like the idea of them kind of bringing them together.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly how it went down because I haven't touched the game since it launched and I beat the campaign. But yeah, they did that and
some really good games.
Yeah, I've fun with
Halo Wars 2.
I have both of them still downloaded on my Xbox. I just haven't touched them in a while.
Yeah, Halo 5, man, just so disappointing for me.
I've heard the rumors I've heard about Infinite sound pretty good. Like as far as the gameplay, like I've heard that they're going for they're going to be building on like the open world thing.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm a huge Halo fan, so like and have been since the beginning. So I mean, I'll be there for it. I'll be there for Halo Infinite in any case, but I really want it to turn out better than Halo 5 did.
I wish I was as big a Halo fan as you guys.
I love Halo. I love Halo.
I've only played, I want to say an hour of Halo 1 on the original Xbox. I played it for the 360. And I played through all of Halo Reach, and I loved Halo Reach. That was a pinnacle of the story for me. Just
it's a great game.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to feel as much as I did in that game, especially that last level.
Oh, dude, man, when like George and Kat and Emil.
Emil, that was my boy. Like, Emil was my boy.
Emil was my favorite.
When Kat bought it, I was like, I had to stop for like a minute because I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
it's that whole fighting a losing battle thing, man. I really love that.
Yeah, you already know what's going to happen. But it's about the journey,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like that last mission where you're just trying to hold off as long as you can.
Like, yes. Yeah.
That was a great. I remember when it came out, launch day. Me and three of my friends, we all played Legendary. We all beat it on Legendary, the campaign. We played for probably 16 straight hours or something like that. Woo. And it's 4-player Legendary. It was so tough, but it was so much worth it once we finished that story.
It's worth it. Yeah. Halo Reach. Good game.
That was a random tangent, but I like it.
Top 10. That's a top 10 game for me, I think, of all time. Halo Reach.
I don't know if I'd rank it that high for me personally, but I can see why one would.
Yeah. Okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about Resident Evil 3 before we went off on that tangent. But we were actually, so we were saying how hot Jill is, basically, which is true. She is, yeah.
We should talk some Final Fantasy VII.
I think we should. All right, so first of all, what I want to do is I want to talk about one thing, which is, what were your expectations coming into the Final Fantasy VII Remake? And do you think... Well, what do you think a remake basically entails? Do you think it was... Are you expecting a 1-to-1 remake? Or were you expecting something a little bit different?
Well, first off, I didn't really know what to expect. I never played the original Final Fantasy VII. Never been a big Final Fantasy guy. A couple of years ago, I randomly got 15 because of the combat style not being turn-based, and I loved 15. But I've always heard everybody talk about how great 7 was. So even though I didn't play it, I knew that it was like this pinnacle of gaming that I had just personally never witnessed. But I knew that from Jump Street for me, it's going to be overhyped because everybody's been looking forward to this remake, and from how good the original was, I think when if you're gonna make a remake, it doesn't necessarily have to be a one for one copy or anything like that with a fresh new coat of paint or anything. I think it's up to you expect like some expansion on things like with the Resident Evil 2 remake. They expanded on a couple things here and there, but it was mostly the same. I think something like that is probably the best way to do a remake. If you want to do it, just I don't think you can consider a remake if you just like shine it up a little bit. Remake, I think
That's more of a remaster.
you're rebuilding it from the ground up. You're making a brand new game. That's what I think a remake is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Josh, you have any thoughts on that?
Remaking a game, remastering is something completely different. Remaking is, doing a complete, from the ground up, brand new foundation and everything. You're just creating it for a brand new playstyle, creating it for a brand new generation. Like, I would say something like the Crash Bandicoot trilogy that was remade lately. That's a good example where the core game is the same, but the gameplay is more fitted to a modern play style. But it keeps the spirit of the games intact. I did play the original Crash Bandicoot a long time ago, and from what I remember, it felt more or less the same, except I could actually beat this one. But that's what I think is more like along the lines of a remake. Like, even then, I mentioned this in the last podcast on the Free for All. It was, I think, Twin Snakes skirts the line between being a remake and a remaster. It's fundamentally the same game as Metal Gear Solid 1. I swear to God, I'm sorry for bringing up Kojima so much, guys. But
it's okay.
It's fundamentally the same game. The story's the same, and even the design is the same. But they put in gameplay mechanics from Metal Gear Solid 2 into that game, and it completely changes the way the game plays out.
Yeah.
See, I think I'd classify that as like a remake. The Crash Bandicoot thing, I'm going to disagree with you there. I think that's essentially a remaster.
I can see that too.
I haven't played the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, so I'm not sure.
It's on sale for $20 on PSN right now.
Well, yep, I'm going to go ahead and get it.
I bought it the other day.
I remember, I liked Crash Bandicoot back in the day. That was a lot of fun.
Kick your ass, but
this game is still hard.
Yeah, of course.
It's frustrating. Oh. Yep. Anyways. Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII.
Let's get back on topic here.
Final Fantasy VII. I still haven't played. I haven't played the original, and I only played the demo. And I shared my thoughts on the demo back in the first episode, but I still stand by it because I played a little bit of it not that long ago, and it's shocking how well, from what I've seen of the original game, how well it translates to this style of gameplay, and how at once it's a hack and slash, but it's so strategic. For a while, I went through that whole demo just hacking and slashing and everything, just mashing the square button. I played on the PlayStation 4, but when it came to the boss fight, it did not hold my hand. And it said, okay, you better have paid attention to how this game plays, because you can't just press X with this.
It's the difficulty spikes, man. Yeah. They definitely do that. If you want to feel godlike, what you do is you beat the game and then just go back and play it on normal mode again. And you're like, oh, yes, I'm sorry, you're challenging me? Okay, here's a couple of sword swings, you're dead. That might not be fun for anybody else, I don't know. I just like going in there just being like, I am a god! But anyway, so Final Fantasy VII Remake, I will say that it perhaps by calling it remake, maybe people, and then playing the demo and stuff, like you're very much kind of lulled into thinking that it's going to be a one-to-one remake. And I don't know if I should say more because it's pretty much spoiler territory after that, but I will say that it goes directions. It goes in directions that I think people found a bit shocking. And I think that that's even apparent as you're playing through the remake. Like there are certain additions that they make to the game. Certain little ghost-like, wraith-like creatures that fly around that you see a lot.
Was that not in the original?
That was not in the original.
So the whole Phantom Ghosts things, that's not from the original at all.
That's not from the original game.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Actually, going back and playing the original game is a very interesting experience after playing the remake.
I think that's what I'm
even though I had played a lot of the original back in the day, I didn't quite get to the ending. But, since then it's just been, I watched Advent Children and everything, so it all got spoiled for me anyway. But, I mean, I know the big things that happen in Final Fantasy VII, and there's a lot in this remake that is different.
Wow.
They open it up a bit, and of course there's some padding. There's definitely some padding in the remake, because they're taking basically a 5-hour chunk of the original game and stretching it out to about 30, 40 hours. For me, it took 50 hours on my first playthrough because I actually just took my time and just really tried to find everything, and I didn't find everything. So
that's interesting to me. That's very, very interesting to me because, playing this game, it's weird that it's interesting to me that this is just a small part of the original game because, it's
the intro.
This is very much a whole ass game, the remake. And I find it so that's why I think it's weird that you're telling me that the Phantom Ghost things weren't in there, because that's like one of the things that's most interesting to me at this point in the game.
I mean, you've seen what they do in the game, right? You've seen that they do interact.
So I've gotten to the point where I was in the church with Aerith, and then there was they were coming out. That's the last time I saw them.
Okay.
But like the way the game was progressing up until that point, like I would like be playing the game and I completely forget about that part of the story because you're so focused on everything else, like the reactors with Shinra and stuff, and doing the missions with Avalanche. Like in the Phantom things, they popped up, but then like as quickly as they came, they were gone. So I just forgot all about it. So, but then they crept their way back in, and now they seem to be becoming a bigger part of the story with where I'm at right now. So that's just so weird to me that wasn't in the original.
No.
Huh.
Actually, the original was directed by a guy named Hironobu Sakaguchi.
Okay.
And he is no longer there with Square because what happened was he went on to basically direct, I think it was direct, the Final Fantasy Spirits Within movie.
Oof.
Yeah. I met a couple of the guys that worked on that movie, actually, back in the day. They were cool.
I remember seeing that movie in theaters.
I saw it in theaters too. It was not what I wanted from a Final Fantasy movie.
I was very young, so I think I just went to the movies to see a movie.
It was interesting. It was technically speaking, it was.
I don't remember liking it. I know that much.
Yeah,
maybe I'll revisit it someday.
Story wise, it was very weird. It was not at all Final Fantasy enough,
Yeah.
But I think that at the time, it was Sakaguchi who was like the main producer of the games and the creator of Final Fantasy as a series, and he got let go after that because it was, that's like the thing to do. So if you mess up, and like if you're big, huge, multi $1 million franchise, just unleashes a movie that you want to be a big hit and it turns out to not be a big hit. So he was the one that got fired for that.
That sucks.
And at the time when he was producer of the games and director of the games, he basically, what he meant Final Fantasy VII to be was a meditation on loss and rebuilding after a loss.
Okay.
And now, and because of the loss that you suffer in that game, basically
I love how careful you're being.
it's remembered very fondly for that,
right?
And because of the guts that it had, and because it was like, you look at it now and it looks so primitive, but it's like that game really got to people. Like people who played that game cried.
Oh yeah.
And it was like big, it was big gaming geek news, that people were playing this game and they like cried because of this one moment. And
I know what moment you're talking about. I've already had that spoiled for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty unavoidable. It's pretty unavoidable.
I've had it spoiled like 20 years ago. So
yeah, sure.
It really sucks because that feels like a moment in a game that like you need to experience, and it's just as common now as Bruce Willis is dead.
So it's going to be interesting to see how they approach that now, because
I'll admit
it's a different world and it's a different director.
We'll have to in the future have a deeper discussion on it once everybody's through it and we can like talk spoilers and stuff.
I really want to buy it, and part of why I really want to buy it wasn't just the demo, but I follow Cosmonaut Variety Hour, I think I mentioned before, and he recently did a review on Final Fantasy VII Remake, and his review was what sold me even more on the game, because story-wise, it really takes the concept of a remake to the extreme, and I'm not spoiling anything, but what they're doing, I love that.
Yeah.
It is the perfect way to make the same story feel so different in this universe.
Yeah. I think, Tony, when you get to the end of it, I really want to hear your thoughts, actually. So we're going to do another one where we can do a deep dive, and we'll just label it as a spoiler discussion so that people, if they don't want to listen to it, that's fine.
Right, yeah.
But I think that I'm curious to hear your thoughts when you get to the ending, and also when you play, like, part of the original. At least play the Mako reactor part, like the opening in Midgar, because you'll see the differences and you'll see just like how much more game there is now to it.
Okay.
And also, okay, so without getting into plot spoilers, let's just talk about characters. Like because I think that one of the things that the remake has done very well is the characterization. I feel like Cloud is definitely Cloud. Barrett is definitely Barrett. If anything, the translation is better, and we get to hear the voices, which is cool. But yeah, what do you guys think of that?
Did you see my post on Facebook where I asked them, like, anybody that's played the original, does Cloud is very what's the word?
Yeah, you were like, does he get better?
No, I wasn't that he gets better. It was does Cloud ever lighten the fuck up?
Yeah,
He's not a bad character. It's just, and since I posted that and like what I've been playing, I am seeing that there is evolution there.
You know what really happens to really evolve his character a bit is he meets Aerith.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at right now. He's this is when Aerith took him back to her slums after the mission that they went on. That
whole bit of them crossing the rooftops in the remake, it takes like a long time, right? In the first game, it's like 2 screens.
Wow.
I'll say this, like, even I don't know, and I know enough of Final Fantasy VII where, all the stuff that you've probably seen of Cloud in other media, like, I mentioned before my only familiarity with Final Fantasy VII was Kingdom Hearts, and I thought, oh god, he's such an edge lord. In Final Fantasy VII, the original game, I think I remember hearing it correctly. If I remember correctly, the very last words that he says in the whole game, I shit you not, Tony, is "Let's mosey on out of here."
Wow. Yeah. So he lightens up a bit.
He lightens up a bit. Yeah.
But I am starting to see that with where I'm at in the game right now, because I'm not very far past the rooftops with Aerith.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the point where she told me to go do my own thing for a minute while she tended to the orphanage,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about where I turned it off last night. I'm going to play a little bit more after we get off here tonight.
So let me tell you, as a player back in the day, I was a huge fan of Tifa.
Oh my
You can
God.
probably guess why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the grand Tifa versus Aerith debate, or the non-debate, the non-controversy.
It's not even a competition. Like, it's not even.
Well,
there's
dude.
no
But
contest.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I'm totally an Aerith now.
Really?
I am totally an Aerith now. No. I mean, okay, that's maybe not perfectly accurate, but I still love Tifa, and I always will love my Tifa. Don't get me wrong, but I love Aerith's personality in this. What they did was, okay, so she was like, the translation wasn't the best for her in the original game,
Okay.
and maybe that's why. But like, just seeing the way that they brought her to life and having that moment with her as you're crossing the rooftops and everything, like the dialogue there is so good. And just the interactions between them is so good. Like, I love Aerith, and I never thought I would.
I think she's a great character.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. Me and my buddy, we've been playing like pretty much at the same time. Like we're pretty much neck and neck in the game right now. So we've been kind of like texting back and forth with our thoughts, and I'm just like, this is so fucked up. Because to watch it, like to see this happy, bubbly girl who's so nice and everything,
Yeah.
and then to know what you know,
Yeah.
it's messed up, man.
That's the thing. That's the thing that I love about this, though, is that like they're making you go like, I don't want that to happen to Aerith.
Right. I wish that I didn't know.
Well, it's kind of unavoidable. I think that everybody that comes into this knows, and I think that that's what they're playing at, because I think she knows.
Huh.
You mentioned that before, and I wonder if there is. I really want to play just to see that, because if that's true, like I said, that just makes this being a remake. It makes the concept of a remake even better.
So that doesn't happen in this game.
This game is half of the
we don't
original,
know.
Technically.
Yeah, we don't know.
I would.
My God, I think I'm gonna have to just label this a spoiler discussion in a way, because I think I just gave away too much.
Yeah, you know what? Don't even worry about it, because I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear anymore. Because
Okay.
all I know is that it happens. I don't know how, under what circumstances, or anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anymore.
Okay.
I'll just say, the only thing that I will say is that Aerith is a great character in this game. Like, I love this version of her.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I just want to say, Jesse, man.
Jesse.
Jesse.
In the original.
I love Jesse.
In the original, was Jesse that awesome and flirty and cool?
She was definitely flirty. She wanted the Cloud Man.
Back in the 90s?
Yeah. She was definitely flirty, but I don't think they went quite as far. Like she never did say, he's got balls, this Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she never did say that in the original, but I think that, yeah, you could tell that she wanted the Cloud.
She wanted to go cloud riding.
She wanted to ride the Cloud.
Yeah.
I love Jesse. I love Wedge. I didn't expect to love Wedge.
I was happy hearing Wedge, like his voice actor, because he sounded so familiar, but I had to look it up
Yeah.
before I was
Yeah.
sure. And I remember at the time Crystal turned to me, like I turned to Crystal, I'm like, oh my god, I think I know who this is. Listen to his voice, and then I kept repeating his audio, and I was looking at her. She's like, why does he sound familiar? And I said, that's freaking Badger from Breaking Bad.
Yes, dude, that blew my mind.
Dude, Wedge is one of the few characters that I could actually cosplay as.
Aw.
They should have had the dude that plays Biggs be Skinny Pete.
Oh my god.
The dude that plays Biggs is actually a really good actor, though. He's pretty cool. He's in Destiny 2.
Who's he play?
He plays who's the dude in the church in the European Dead Zone?
Oh, I don't remember his name. But I know
I'm
who you're
forgetting
talking
his
about.
name. But yeah, wait, hold on. Let me see. Destiny 2,
He's the sniper dude.
EDZ. Yeah.
You're gonna say his name, and I'm gonna
EDZ
be like,
bounce.
duh. He's the world vendor there.
Yeah. He's the dude. What is his name? Oh, come on, man.
Let me look it up. Biggs, voice actor, FF.
Devram K.
Devram K, that's who it is,
I
yeah.
typed in Destiny 2 EDZ sniper guy.
Sniper guy.
That's the voice actor you got? Because
yeah.
I got a Final Fantasy VII remake for Biggs. It says Gideon Emery.
That's
Devram
it.
K is
okay.
the character
That's his-
name.
Okay.
Yeah, we were looking for his character name. Devram K, that's who he plays in Destiny 2, yeah.
I need to play
But
Destiny.
yeah, Gideon Murray is the actor's name. He's really good. He's a good voice guy. But he was also in Final Fantasy 12, I think. Or was it 14? One of those two. Anyway.
Imagine my surprise when these guys showed up with that same name, and there was the characters named that in Final Fantasy 15.
Mm-hmm.
Like, apparently that's a running thing.
It's a running gag that they always have Biggs and Wedge.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I guess I'm like
it's a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, I've only ever finished 15, so that was just cool to me. So I guess I'm late to the party, but at least I'm finally here.
There's one more. There's another name that always pops up too.
Sid too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Advent Children, Tony?
No.
Okay.
I never had a reason to because I wasn't a fan of Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure I'll watch it, like, once, because I'm pretty confident I'm gonna finish this remake and then want to go play the original. So once I finish the original, I'll probably watch the movie.
Yeah,
because I already
the original.
I already own the original. I just never played it.
Yeah. I own it on a lot of things. I own it on Xbox. I own it on PS4. I own it on PC.
I've been planning on getting it on the Switch because it feels like the most appropriate system.
I was thinking that too.
You get it on iPad.
Ew.
I thought about getting it on my phone, but
I am like David Lynch when it comes to video games. If I can't play it with a controller, I won't play it.
It'll just kill your battery life too, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah. So so we've talked about Aerith, we talked about Cloud. And like I said, I think that Aerith is kind of one of the characters that sort of brings down his facade a little bit. Like she kind of chips away at it, which I like.
Yeah, I'm definitely starting to see that.
And then, of course, when you get to Chapter 9. Chapter 9. Okay, so Tifa. Let's talk about
Tifa's
Tifa.
bae, bro.
Tifa's amazing.
Oh,
She's an
I
amazing
love
character. I miss Rachel Lee Cook as the voice. I do miss her. But I will say that I think what's the new actress's name is Britt Baron. She does a really good Tifa. She does a really good job, especially during the battle sequences. Like I love her little call outs in the battles.
Yeah.
I need to see
a character.
The only experience I've had with Tifa again was little bits of Kingdom Hearts 2, and then I looked at pictures of what she's like in this one and in the original, and I'm like, God damn it, Of course, Kingdom Hearts is made for kids. She looks weird in that design, though. She's like got like a black cloak on and everything.
The which one? The Kingdom Hearts
And
design?
it's like that doesn't feel right.
Not a huge Kingdom Hearts guy, so
I tried.
It's not for everyone.
I've tried it too, and I just was like,
I own them all.
same.
I almost beat the first one. I liked it well enough. Never played the second one. I got a good chunk of time into Kingdom Hearts 3, but I never finished it.
You guys are making me want to play the remake, like really bad. This
You need to. It is so good.
You need to, man. You need to, so that we can have a spoiler
But should
discussion.
I play the original also? Because I feel like, knowing what I know, I need to play the original.
You know what? Play the remake because it's like the intro from the original, and then play the original. Like at first, even like a lot of streamers were saying like, let's just go ahead and play the remake. You don't have to play the original. But honestly, once you play the remake, you're gonna want to play the original.
Yeah, that's how I see myself being. Like, I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna have to know where this goes.
Yeah. And then like,
just get it and play it.
Just get it, man. You don't have to get the deluxe, but just get
money, though, but I want it.
I will pitch in.
Yeah,
same. Like, dude, it's my birthday tomorrow. I will give you the gift.
But I will start up a hashtag. Hashtag, please give me Final Fantasy.
GoFundMe.
Oh, Josh, I play Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Get you a GoFundMe going.
Oh man, that would be amazing. So Tifa's awesome. Like, she's a great character. She obviously loves Cloud.
She is wife material. Like not. I don't even mean that because she's hot, but she's just like she seems like
she's like a caring person.
She is, and she's and you can tell that she's got Cloud's best interest at heart.
Yeah.
It's a really weird and cool dynamic between them two that I'm hoping that they explore more.
When you get Aerith and Tifa together, it's so good.
Oh, I bet. I'm looking forward to that.
So good. It's so good. Okay, and then let's talk about another one who's a major character is Barrett.
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan. Okay. Interesting.
I loved him.
I think he'll grow on you, I think, as time goes on.
He's starting to, but like at first I didn't like him right off the bat just because he seemed to what's the word? Way too he's a very stereotypical tough guy.
Stereotypical.
Very stereotypical tough guy, and he was just like, it was like overly annoying how much of a prick he was being towards Cloud.
And he was.
It was just not a very well developed character at that point in the game. Granted,
he's much improved over the original. I'll say that.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, as the game was going on, it started peeling back a little bit at it. So he's growing on me, but my first impressions of him were not good.
I think he and Cloud both do that tough guy thing where they're like, I'm just unflappable and super intense, and like, you'll never get on my nerves because I just won't show it. But it's so it's interesting to see Barrett sort of like there's one part of this game where the performance of the voice actor got me, and I actually teared up a little, and it was Barrett of all people. Of all the characters, it was Barrett, and it's because the voice actor just threw it all in there and I could feel it. So that was a good job. But I think that the thing that I love about him is in this one, they really show him as like, you kind of see why Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse would follow him because he's so like, he's almost like a preacher.
Yeah.
In some aspects, and I kind of love that about his character because it's different from the original.
Okay.
In a way. And there's that one moment where he's just talking about Mako energy and what it is and stuff, and he's telling Cloud that, because he's trying to like get Cloud jumping and all, and he's trying to get under Cloud's skin a little bit and trying to get him to react. He's trying to force a reaction out of him. And Cloud is like, "Do you really think that?" And he's like, I do. And he goes,
"You need some help."
And Cloud is like, "Get help." I love that line delivery.
That shit was hilarious.
That was hilarious, man. Like, it's these two guys who are obviously putting up facades and they're just getting on each other's nerves. It's great.
I love Barrett. I loved how, who he reminded me of, or not who he reminded me of, but the vibe he was giving me, and I loved it for that. He felt like what would happen if you encapsulated the you're gonna know it when I make the noise, that scene in Predator, but personified as a character. He is what would happen if you had if you combine Carl Weathers, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Jesse Ventura from Predator into a character.
And Mr. T.
And Mr. T. You get this Mako energy, it'll turn you into a goddamn sexual tyrannosaur.
Jesse Ventura.
That's the energy that he gave me, and I loved how he contrasted with Cloud. Every time he was trying to like be really big and grand, and Cloud would just kind of be like, Jesus Christ.
Cloud's like, get help.
I loved playing in the demo in the boss fight when you're trying to fight the boss, and you're switching back and forth, and just the back and forth between Cloud and Barrett. It was so much fun. Like, I think at one point it was like, "Come on, pretty boy, help me out." And he's like, "Well, you got a gun."
How does Barrett reload his gun?
I don't know.
And how many shots does he have in there?
Is he like just constantly eating bullets or something?
I eat bullets for breakfast.
Does he have regenerating ammo?
He might.
Where does it regenerate from?
The Mako.
Does he eat Does he eat a lot of iron?
He must. That's a really good question.
A lot of cordites?
It's a good question. And like when he gets a new one, like does he just like twist it off and like
exactly
like it has different? It's like a Swiss Army hand.
And when he gets the melee weapons, does he just like I don't know. Anyway,
he gets melee weapons.
Oh, that's great.
On a related note with Final Fantasy VII Remake, I found out that a YouTuber that I like watching, or one of them, Aaron Hansen, is in Final Fantasy VII Remake as the bodybuilders.
Oh God.
I looked it up just to hear it, and oh my God.
Okay, don't say anything more because Tony hasn't gotten to that point. I'm not going to
say anything.
That's chapter 9. That's chapter 9. You were gonna love chapter 9, Tony. You're gonna be like, "What is this?"
Yeah, my buddy that I was talking about, that he got there and he was just texting me about it earlier. He actually said, "Yeah, you're in for a treat with this chapter 9."
You're in for a treat. Oh my God, chapter 9. It's the best.
There's out of all the good things I like about the game, I only have one complaint.
Okay, what is that?
There are some major texture issues in that game.
Yeah.
On backgrounds.
Dude, I was just playing it today, and I had a bunch of characters just pop in.
So I haven't really noticed pop in. Everything I've noticed has been more textures. Like, so the whole area in the beginning when you're in the first Mako reactor, basically the demo, that's all like perfect. But as soon as you start getting into the slums, like when you're in the bar and when you go to like Cloud's apartment, like the doors and stuff look terrible.
Oh, the doors are terrible. They're so low res,
horrible, and like
yeah.
And then it's like they polished up the beginning because of the demo. They made it look really good, and then from there, then you've got texture issues and apparently pop-ins, because you're not the only person that's heard say that there's pop-ins, but there's that. I get that they're pushing the console to their limits, but
Yeah.
what did you really gain by making the texture of the door look like a PS2 game? Like what was the trade off there? Well, we make the doors look like
Well,
shit. We can achieve this. I think something like
I
that
don't
is
know.
inexcusable for a game in 2020.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right.
But that's really my
I
only
think,
complaint.
yeah, I think that what it is that they've just pushed it as far as they could. I think that the next installment of this Final Fantasy VII, whatever it is that they call it, I think it's just going to be. I think it's going to be on like PS5, frankly.
I hate to think that because that's going to completely fracture the player base. Because not everybody's going to
Yeah.
adopt the PS5. I mean, yeah, they want you to, but I find it hard to believe that they would do that across a generation.
Well, unless they can get it out in like maybe less than a year, unless they can do the next part in less than a year, which I don't think that they can.
I don't think they can either. So that's why it likely is going to end up coming out on PS5. You're probably right.
Maybe they'll do a downgraded version on PS4.
Maybe.
I think we're going to consider that downgrading.
Right.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, like, we'll see.
I'm very curious about how that's going to happen. Because
I just want you to play through this one first and see what you think about this one. Because, yeah,
I'm going to work hard to get through it this weekend.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Hashtag.
You're at how many hours in the game?
I'm not sure. I haven't counted. I haven't checked the counter lately. But I also pause it and like walk away to like go outside and smoke and stuff like that. So it's not completely accurate, and it still keeps counting when you have it paused.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Even with all this going on, I don't know if I'd be able to finish it because I'm cracking down on editing a lot lately. But I swear to God, I want to play this game so bad. It sounds so much fun. I want Chapter 9. I want to experience that insanity. I'm going to get it at one point. I'm definitely going to get it. Hashtag, please give me Final Fantasy VII Renegades. I really want it. Type that out word for word in the show notes, Keona.
That's just the title of the show. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying it. That's for sure. And I mean, not that I expected to not like it or anything. I just had no expectations going into it. So, as far as if I would like it or not, I'm glad I didn't have to pay for it because I got it from my buddy with game sharing. We game share. So it would have been hard if I had to pay for that myself. I probably wouldn't have bought it because I just wouldn't want to spend $60 on something I didn't know if I was going to like. But now at this point, if I had to like rebuy it, I definitely would spend $60 on it.
Final Fantasy VII, man.
Who would have thought that in 2020 that would be like the biggest game?
Right?
Who would have thought we'd get games in 2020?
Like, what year is it? Yeah, like we're on a podcast talking about Resident Evil 3 and Final Fantasy VII.
And Doom Eternal.
And Metal Gear.
Like what year is this? But what's that say about franchises though? Like some of them can just stand the test of time.
Oh yeah. What does that say about modern franchises? I mean, okay, here's another remake that just came out, which is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
That makes no sense to me.
That's just Activision wanting money.
Yeah.
That is so stupid in my opinion. You have arguably the most famous game for multiplayer. Everybody's like, I want that game again, largely because they want to experience the multiplayer again. Activision's like, don't worry, I got you. Here's the campaign.
But I did like the campaign.
The campaign, I loved it when I was younger because of how ridiculous it was. But
yeah, It really is.
As a kid back in 2009, that was the second game I ever got for the Xbox 360, and I swear to God, I thought it was like the deepest thing ever at the time.
Somebody made a joke on their video. I think it was Jim Sterling when he released like an impressions video of it, and he was making a joke about how it's like the sequel to the most recent Modern Warfare, and they already got it out.
Wow.
he's like, here it is, Modern Warfare 2, and boy were they quick to get it out. It's just like, man.
Yeah, they
It's funny because I
should have
remember
released the
there was
online
so
component.
much controversy with it.
They should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They needed it.
They should put it on Xbox One.
It comes out on Xbox One next week.
Okay. Well, at least they fixed that.
Yeah.
I heard people defend the reason why, which is, well, they have a lot of the Modern Warfare 2 maps on the Modern Warfare remake, which, you know, why would you risk like splitting the fan base apart where it's like, you already have this, why would they put this out just to break up the player count? It's like, well, when you have a game as iconic as Modern Warfare 2, and it's iconic for its multiplayer.
Yeah.
I played the shit out of the Call of Duty for the original Modern Warfare remaster campaign, or not campaign, but the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't play. I don't buy Call of Duty anymore. It's not for me anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they gave away the Modern Warfare 4 multiplayer with PS Plus or whatever. I played the hell out of that because I played the original and it was so good. And it was that to me, that was back, that and Modern Warfare 2 and the first Black Ops were like the pinnacle of Call of Duty for me. And I wish, a lot of people, that's true too. So to be able to go back and play that was great. And then, for them to just not put out that part with Modern Warfare 2 is just questionable.
Yeah.
When did you stop playing? When did you stop buying Call of Duty?
I haven't bought one since after, I believe it was Modern Warfare 3.
Ooh,
wow. Yeah.
I've played some of them. I just haven't bought them.
Black Ops 3 had a surprisingly good campaign.
I bought that well after it was released.
Yeah.
It was a steal too. Like, it was at the time, it was $60, and I went to Target, they were selling it for $20.
Huh.
I don't know how, but I'm happy for it. But I haven't, up until World War II, I hadn't bought a Call of Duty game since, or at least like brand new. I hadn't bought one since Black Ops. Like, I remember being so heavy on the Call of Duty hype train. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best thing ever. And then I realized
Black Ops 2 was really good.
I was like, it's the same game, but I like the story a lot better.
Yeah.
And nothing disappointed me more than World War II.
Anyway, here we are talking about Call of Duty, which is not a game that I ever want to talk about on my podcast. But, okay.
On the executive order.
Yep, there you go. There goes half our audience. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Call of Duty is not the draw that it once was.
It was so big. It was a titan.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of like, hey, we exist. Love us.
I just liked campaign and zombie mode. That's pretty much what I liked about it.
It peaked. Zombies peaked when you were able to play as Michael Rooker, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Danny Trejo, and who the hell else? Robert Englund. And when you were able to play in Black Ops 2 as a whole bunch of gangster actors. And the president. I will never not get a huge smile on my face whenever I think of JFK in Black Ops 1 going, gentlemen, lock and load.
All right, guys, I think we're just about ready to close it out here, unless you have any final thoughts. Any recommendations? Other than the games that we've talked about. because I got one.
Go ahead.
Spider-Man PS4.
Ooh, yes.
So we just actually got the DLC for that because it was on sale.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be revisiting that soon and playing the DLC because I never have before.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
It's good, man.
The third DLC is so hard.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I could barely beat it. With all the other ones, I did it 100%. The third DLC, I still haven't brought myself to finish it. Like, at least 100%.
I 100%ed the base game. I got platinum and everything, 100%.
Nice.
But we'll see what happens with the DLC. I have been playing also most of my time actually because like I'm working at home, but like I'm not like completely 100% busy, so I can like put something easy to play on. I've been playing Civilization 6 on the Xbox.
Ooh.
Yes.
Cool.
That's the game that has been getting most of my time just because I'm playing it while I'm working all day.
It seems like a very easy game to multitask with.
It is, because you can at least, if you got to do something else, you can at least press pause and not have to worry about it. And so it's good for that kind of situation.
Okay, what about Animal Crossing?
I haven't played it yet. I want to.
I haven't played it. I don't have a Switch.
I want to, but I just haven't yet.
I don't have a Switch, so
you need to get you one.
Yeah. Birthday present.
Oh.
I'm putting it out there right now.
Hashtag get Keona the Switch.
By the time I post this, it's going to be past my birthday anyway, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I also rebought No Man's Sky on the PS4.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you guys ever played that.
It's a good game.
I never played it.
It became a good game.
It's a great game. Like I know it was like the butt of many jokes back when it first came out, but just how far along that game has come. Oh my goodness. It's a great game. It's not without its issues still, but it is a great game, and I just rebought it. I'm excited to start playing it again.
They've worked hard on it, and you can tell.
Oh yeah, that game is a labor of love, I think, for sure.
Yeah. All right, Josh, do you have any recommendations?
Oddly enough, this sounds like very far on the other end of the spectrum with all these recommendations, but my father-in-law bought us all just so that way we could all play something together. He bought Super Mario Party. It's
nice.
It's the first Mario Party I've played with people in a long time. The last one I played with other people was Mario Party VII, which is my personal favorite of all of them for personal reasons. But Super Mario Party, it's weird. At once, it's very easy and it's extremely unforgiving. So it's Mario Party. And especially in these times, if you want to punish your kids because they're not doing their homework right during quarantine, or if you want to dare somebody for dishes, I say buy Super Mario Party. It's very fun, and it'll get you to absolutely want to kill everybody in spectacular style. But it's a lot of fun. And another one that I've been revisiting, I mentioned it very briefly, but I don't count it as me mentioning it before, was The Last of Us. With everything going on.
Yeah.
Okay, please don't play it and think of the pandemic going on outside. But it's just so beautiful to revisit. Even if I'll admit some parts haven't aged well, eventually it was going to start to show its age. But it is so...
Still a great game.
So good, so great. And on top of that, if you want to see something supplemental to it, there's a YouTube channel called Lessons from the Screenplay. They did a video a while back with Neil Druckmann himself, like analyzing the writing of The Last of Us and how much went into even the design of Ellie's AI from a story standpoint.
Yeah. I'm also going to recommend that people look into, on April 30th, there is a release for a game called Streets of Rage 4.
Wow.
Which is I think it's a small team that made it. I actually bought a physical copy of Limited Run Games, and it just looks like a love letter to the series. And Streets of Rage 2 is my favorite game of all time. It's the game that made me a gamer. It's the game that, like, where I played it, and like I had played games before that, but that was the game that made me just like love video games because of the music, because of the way that the characters fought in the game, the action, the play mechanics. It was like, I don't know, I grew up in that era of beat 'em ups and shoot 'em ups, and I love Streets of Rage 2 so much. So Streets of Rage 4 just looks like, they finally did a sequel that's worthy of it. Even more so than Streets of Rage 3, in my opinion. And I don't know, I would just say, if you guys can, check it out. It's going to release on the 30th. I believe it's going to be on digital, and maybe Limited Run still has a few left. But I would definitely say look out for that. And also, the soundtrack is something that we didn't really talk about for Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I will just say that I bought the entire CD soundtrack off eBay.
Wow.
For like $125 because I'm just like, dude, I want this so bad. So yeah, there you go. The soundtrack is amazing. If you guys haven't heard it, definitely take a look at it. Give it a listen. It's well worth it.
Right on.
All right, that's about it.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Josh, tell everybody about your YouTube channel and your Twitter presence.
Oh boy. Like I said, I'll try and keep it very brief. I know the plugs can get really long. You can find me on YouTube at JoshBoy64. I am currently in the middle of editing the third part of the Creative Burnout of David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, and after that I'm going to be doing a video essay on Cinderella, and I'm going to start a new series about creators' pipe dreams, their passion projects, called Pipe Dreamers.
Nice. Will Mario and Luigi make an appearance?
I mean, you never know. I know Kojima's gonna make an appearance. That is a future episode. Oh God, that's gonna be a future episode. Jesus Christ. You can find me on Twitter at JSH Lozano. You can find me being very passive aggressive, or just venting, or just asking weird stuff. On Instagram, I am at Joshua Lozano 64, and if you want to find something like absolutely weird, you can go to Crystal's TikTok, which is simply Ragu. I forget the last words, but I'm basically the star of her TikTok. And yeah, if you want to check out all that weirdness, go ahead and check it out. It's simply Ragu816.
Simply underscore Ragu.
Yeah, simply underscore Ragu816.
Yeah. Ragu is like the spaghetti sauce.
All right.
Just so people know. Tony, go ahead.
You can find me everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, PlayStation, Xbox, Twitch, Instagram, all at Twansinner, TWANSINNER.
Nice. All right, guys, and you can find us on Facebook with the Renegade Pop Culture group. That is going to be under facebook.com/groups/RPC42. You can also find our website, renegadepopculture.com. You can find us on Instagram under Renegade Pop Culture, and you can find the Facebook page itself under Renegade Pop Culture as well. We just launched that. It's got about 59 likes, so if you guys want to grow that, please, help us out, share it, like it, do whatever you want to it. And you can find me on Facebook at Keona Tang, and that's KeonaTang, and you can also find me on Twitter under that same name, which is my name. And just want to say thank you to everybody who's been listening to these podcasts, who's checked us out recently. Hopefully you guys enjoy our content, and rest assured it will get better. We're still learning the ropes as we go along here, and everything is kind of a work in progress. So please excuse the the interruptions and things like that, and me saying and a lot, and I'm gonna try to work really hard on that. So yeah, this was a really fun show, guys. I always enjoy talking video games more than probably anything else other than comics, because that's my the loves of my life are video games and comics. So in any case, guys, we will see you all next time. Thank you for being a part of this movement, and thank you for checking us out once again. And please like, share, subscribe, and we will talk to you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye.